and liftoff of Shuttle Endeavour with NASA's final space station crew compartment that brings a bay window view to our celestial backyard.
What's going on, everyone? So let's take a look at XRP. Ripple. What's happening today is making some major moves, and let's take a look at it right now. So currently it's ranked number 7 when I'm filming this video, and you can see we are currently in the green, up 30+% for the past 7 days with a 13+% in the last 24 hours. 57 cents is the current price point with the market cap at 26 bill. And let's take a look at Bitcoin, because I like to measure Bitcoin to see how the other altcoins are doing. And so far Bitcoin at 57K. Seems like it's holding quite steady, pretty good. And now let's take a look at the chart right here. And just know before I get into the video, nothing I say is financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you're doing research before making any investments. But look at Ripple today. I mean, it is doing numbers right now. So look this out. We'll go here. And let's just start here close to pretty much the end of 21st, starting of 22nd. So let's just put around this like 50 cent mark. And then if we were to go to the high for the day, we can see that it touched 15+%, coin market cap about 13+%, give or take. And that's quite a big jump, especially because you guys forget that Ripple market cap, like, it's in the billions. Like, this isn't a small percent gain. Like, that's a huge, huge amount. And I'm going to share with you guys some cool news that I found today. So definitely stay tuned for that. And also, guys, go ahead and smash the like button if you think Ripple's going to continue to rise higher. And also subscribe if you want to see more video updates on the crypto markets. And right now we can see here that the volume is decent, but it was not as much as the historical volume back here and here. Yeah, we are still making higher highs right now. And then also, if you were to zoom out, for instance, and we were to test that and look at pretty much the early February months right here, we can see that we're passing a lot of resistance in this area and we're breaking out. Now, do I think this is going to sustain? Most likely short term, I think it's going to consolidate for a bit sideways, and then we could see it break out again, or we could see it break down, dip below. But we were testing the 50 EMA, and it was pretty much touching it for quite a bit for a few days, and nothing really happened. And all of a sudden we see it spike up, tested it again, bounced off the 50 EMA one more time, and then again we spiked up one more time again. And now let's just look at some news. Let's see really what's going on with XRP. And this is I'd say the most recent stuff I could find up to date. Definitely feel free to comment below any other new articles that pop up after this video is posted. But this one talks about a judge dropping some bombshells on the SEC versus Ripple, and then how their lawyers arguing back and forth. So pretty much here you can state the lawsuit against Ripple alleged co-founders that they aided and abetted Ripple's unregistered sales securities dating far as back as 2013 and then 2015. So pretty much what this judge states here is, you can see attorney Jeremy is a partner at Hogan & Hogan. They commented on the most recent court session of the SEC versus Ripple. And basically they have here, and they said that she interrupted Brad Garlinson House's lawyer, Matt Solomon, to say that my understanding about XRP is that not only does it not have a currency value, but it has a utility, and that utility distinguishes it from Bitcoin and Ether. And then also they state here that they disagreed, the attorney Solomon, and said that XRP is similar to Ethereum, but the judge's statement admits to XRP's utility and currency value, right? Now here, you can see here that with currency and securities being two different things, the SEC argues that Ripple may be a security, which if you guys have been following for the past, few weeks, plus you've probably already seen multiple posts about this. And then basically this is what's losing the credibility with the judge. But then you can see here that the judge also questioned the SEC attorney, and they say that based on his theory, everyone who sold XRP, including you and me, are selling illegal securities. But here's this line right here. Check this out. The SEC, based off this article, by the way, the SEC lawyer said that no, under Section 4, only Ripple and affiliates of Ripple can have sold XRP illegally. And then basically this statement from the SEC lawyer clears the way for the cryptocurrency exchange in the United States to relist XRP again with no fear of reprisal. So again, feel free to deep dive into this and check out some more articles. This is just one I found this one website, so it may be accurate, may not. Definitely go check it out for yourself. And then here's another thing that I feel like not many people even consider, right? So this one's major. And also I'm gonna share with you at the end a potential visual of how Ripple can surpass $1+ again and then keep on rising, passing all-time highs like it did in the past. But for now, let's just look at this news article right here. So this basically says that XRP is a bridge currency for CBDC, which in short is central bank digital currencies, right? Now, I can go into detail and check this out, but I saw something that I thought was really interesting to share because if you're from America, and I don't know about the other countries outside, but basically, at least in America, you got stimulus money, governments refunding, things like that nature. it's quite difficult to send all that stuff to people, especially if you're not on a bank or whatever. So for instance, like here, they have this little quote. They state that the future of CBDCs, right? And basically, they highlight the growing need for an effective way for governments around the world to pay benefits or stimulus money directly to citizens. Now, that's basically the main thing I want to highlight, right? Because right now they're stating that XRP is a neutral bridge currency for these basically central bank digital currencies, according to the latest white paper that was released by Ripple. Now, check this out. Now, before I even continue, guys, how many people do you think in the entire world do not have a bank account? Feel free to comment your answer down below before I show you. But essentially, based off Google, and this might be, a little outdated, but just give you a general idea. If you just Google how many people in the world don't have a bank account, 1.7 billion people don't have a bank, right? Now, I'm guessing a lot of these areas in the world are, more developed countries and whatnot. But let's just, for instance, pretend you're in America and see how many people do you think in America don't have a bank account, right? And then for America, we have over 7.1 million Americans don't have a bank account. And comparing our population, a few hundred plus mil compared to like China or India or these massive countries that have billions of people, that's still a huge chunk of Americans that don't have a bank account. So pretend, how are they going to receive, for instance, let's say it's stimulus check or even some sort of benefits or whatnot if they don't have a bank, right? And they might be in situations where currently their lifestyle or whatever's going on, they just don't have one, or they simply just refuse to have one, right? Because they might not trust the bank, etc., right? So that is a big number here, let alone the entire world. So imagine XRP or even any other cryptocurrency were to bridge this to where you just get a Wi-Fi, internet, maybe a cell phone, boom, you get access to it just like that. And then pretty much you get whatever benefits you need, or even just in general taking payments, transactions, right? Because if you ever traveled overseas, you know that your home currency most likely isn't going to be accepted in a new country, right? So for instance, you live in America, you go over to Asia, you can't use US dollars most times to purchase stuff. You have to go and convert it to your currency, or you're gonna have to use, your credit card and then it converts it itself automatically. But especially for transferring money over, it takes a few days, and it's just a pain, especially for that. But with Ripple cryptocurrencies, we're trying to basically solve that problem and make it faster and make it more usable to everybody out there, regardless of where you live. So that's something I'd say definitely something you want to check into. I think that'd be really awesome to start implementing it. And I just want to show you guys these fun facts in case you had no idea that this is much bigger than just like Ripple going up to a couple dollars, right? And then I also said again, how high can Ripple XRP go? So let me just show you guys a little educational stuff at the end of the video since you made it this far. But for instance, like if you're new, I know there's a lot of people are new to the space and they have no idea like these numbers, what they mean. So like for instance, let's go XRP. And whenever you see someone make some price prediction, like, I don't know, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever, you always need to fact check them with realistic potential, right? So for instance, historically we can see Ripple did hit, closer to almost $4, and this was basically during the 2017 months when Bitcoin went absolutely nuts. 2017 when it went to like 20 plus K, Ripple decided to follow suit and then basically continued that for a few months after. So did you keep that in mind? And then also, if you didn't know that, like back in the day, Coinbase only had a few cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, ETH, Litecoin, and there was a lot of rumors talking about it being listed on Coinbase back in the day. And that was a big major news milestone for back this time, right? So that was definitely some big hype stuff too that people kept making rumors about. But that was before, obviously people were following it now today's time. But let me just show you really quick, right? For instance, like if you're looking at this in the market cap, you have no idea how to calculate this market cap. Let me show you guys how to do it. And then you can also use this for pretty much any cryptocurrency you're watching. So what I do is I go on CoinMarketCap, right? You can pretty much use any whatever website that tracks this stuff. And you want to check out the circulating supply. So right now the max supply, it's basically 100 bill. And currently right now we have about 45% of it in circulation. So we'll just take 45 bill. And obviously in the few years this will increase. But for just today, let's just take the 45 bill circulating supply. And I had this firstly, I was doing this for Cardano, but let me just change this XRP really quick. So I'll do XRP. So we paste the supply in here, that's 45 mil. And I'll edit that in a second. But next, what you want to do is you want to take the price, right? So here it says 5713. So I'm going to take the price, 0.5713. And based off this formula, basically it's price times the circulating supply equates to market cap, which is 25.9 bill, right? So if we were to check the current market cap here, 25.9 bill, basically exactly to the T, right? So now here is how you calculate the potential for it to go up, right? So for instance, obviously, adoption, mass use, all of that stuff is big. But just in terms of someone says like Ripple gonna go to like 10,000, for instance, like that just doesn't make sense, right? So for instance, like if we were to go back to a dollar, right, we'll put a dollar here, and let's just pretend the supply is still the same. The market cap would basically almost gain pretty much 40+%, and just make it like, let's just say it's like a 2x almost. That's up 45 bill now. Now if you were to change this to 10, do the exact same thing. Now guess what you're at? You're at 454 bill. So then if you were to say, for instance, now if we were to triple this to 30, now we're touching the we're touching the trillion. So like if I drag this down, now we're technically at trillion. Now I don't know why I didn't oh yeah, let me put a dollar sign here. Put a dollar sign here. There we go. See now, so 1, 2, 3 million, billion, trillion. Now 1.3 trillion, right? Now obviously this is something that if this were to happen, this would be multiple years out, at least in my own opinion. Then if you were to say some ridiculous stuff, and let's just go to like 100. Let's just go crazy, right? Let's see here. Let's do 100. Let's go here. And let me make sure I put a dollar sign up this. And then pretty much we'll go down here. Now look at that. Now we're at 4.5 bill. Oh no, we're trillion. 4.5 trillion. And then you just rinse and repeat this to do it. Now if we want to do some crazy numbers like this, just to give you guys visuals, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand like how much money needs to be moved for this stuff. And then I'll just put the little dollar sign here. And now we can see that that's million, billion, $45 trillion. So for the realistic value for this to happen, I don't think it's gonna hit 1,000 probably anytime soon. Maybe in few decades from now, maybe, sure, who knows, right? But short term, yeah, I don't see that possible. 100, maybe, I'll say a few more years out, probably, if that's even potentially even were the case. 30, it's still big. It's still a humongous jump from the current market cap. $10 isn't too crazy, especially if, for instance, like Bitcoin were to continue to rise and pass like, 100, 200, 300, 400 plus K. The market cap's already at a trill. So if it were to continue rising, maybe we could see that go. Maybe let's say the market cap was 5 trill or 10 trill. Being a multiply of only 400 plus bill isn't too crazy if assuming the Bitcoin goes up. So again, we'll just have to wait and see. That's just a quick little visual I want to share with you guys. So definitely go have fun with that. All you do, remember, is just take supply, multiply it by the current price, and then basically that's your market cap. And then obviously the supply will update as time goes on, but just for example purposes, I kept it the same to make my life easier. But that was just a quick little run through on Ripple. So definitely, if you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button to see more updates on the markets. Like this video, go ahead and smash the like button, share this with your friends. Comment down your price predictions in the comments below. And aside from that, if you made it this far in the video and you want to get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850, then be sure to click the first link in the description below. Sign up for an account, and as long as you deposit $100 minimum or more, you'll be able to receive 2 free stocks valued up to potentially $1,850. And aside from that, I'll see you guys in the next one.